Alright guys, I'm pretty excited to start this new series. It's going to be a Road to Legendary Arena, where we just record my games and see how long it'll take me to reach Legendary Arena. Now, I highly doubt that I'll get there, because usually when I start getting pretty close, I start playing people with Sparkies, or just, they have 3 Legendaries and they know how to utilize them very well, and then I just get destroyed. But anyway, one of my clanmates got a chance to play against Clash with Ash, and I thought that was pretty cool, and it'll be a pretty cool game that I can share with you guys. So without further ado, I'm not gonna, say who won the match, but, just watch and enjoy. Alright, Clash with Ash is gonna take things a little slow here. He's gonna drop his princess in the back. Doesn't seem to have a really good hand. And then Psycho's gonna go for a very bold move. He's gonna start off with his Royal Giant and Minion Horde. And that's going to get cleaned up by the Fire Spirits over here. Now, Clash with Ash is going to have the Elixir advantage. He's going to drop his Minion Horde, go for a pretty huge push here. And Psycho doesn't really have much counter with it. He only has his Princess, but that's going to get arrowed down. Then Psycho has his Miner to counter the Princess. And Clash with Ash actually one-up him, almost taking, I would say, pretty much half of the tower. Right here, Psycho's going to get a really good arrow. He's just going to arrow the minions there. But then he ends up dropping his princess, and that's a really good value. And both of them don't seem to be running elixir pumps, so it's going to be a pretty slow match. You're not really going to want to, drop any troops when you don't have a full elixir bar. So both of them are just going to wait until they get back up into 10. Now Psycho's going to go ahead and select his 3 musketeers. He's going to drop them, split them, so he has 2 musketeers going to the left, and then he has a single one going to the right here. And then Clash with Ash is going to counter with his cannon over here. And then he's going to get a good fireball here. He's going to weaken 2 of the musketeers and also get damage off in his tower. Then Psycho's going to go ahead and drop a Hog Rider, but then that's going to get countered with the Zap and Fire Spirits. Then Psycho's going to drop his princess, but he drops it a little too forward and then it gets taken out, but decent trade. Clash with Ash is going to end up dropping his princess here in the back. And both towers are somewhat even, give or take 200 hit points. And Psycho's going to go ahead and drop his Royal Giant on the right side to distract the princess, and then he's also going to drop his Miner. Clash with Ash is going to counter with the cannon here and Fire Spirits. And that Minion Horde on the left side is going to get arrowed down. And he's going to bring the tower down to about 200 health. And it looks like everything is going to go in Psycho's favor. It's going to be really tough for Clash with Ash to make a comeback. But right here he's going to make a really good play. He's going to distract the Royal Giant with the cannon and take it out with the Minion Horde. Very good play on his part. But then Psycho's going to counter with his Minion Horde and make a good, decent trade. He's going to go for the tower with his Miner and get some chip damage on that. He's going to arrow the princess. And he's going to bring it down to 71 health. If you're watching this game, there is absolutely no way that Clash with Ash is going to take this win here. It's possible, but everything just has to go right in his favor. So he's going to counter the princess with the Minion Horde, and he's just going to go for the Miner here at the end. He's only going to need 1 shot to take it out. Boom, there we go. 2 seconds left in the game. Ash throws a fireball, but it wouldn't have been enough anyway, and Psycho's going to take the win here. And just to prove to you guys that he is not a fake, I'm going to check his profile. It is actually, indeed, Clash with Ash. You can see his clan here, Elite Gaming, and it's also the home of Jason, the guy that won the tournament back in Helsinki, and I didn't know that. That's pretty cool. Now we're going to move over to my first match of the series. I'm at 2506. And I'm going to show you the deck that I've been running. This deck works pretty well. I think it's a deck that could actually carry someone to Legends or even me to Legends, but every time I play, there's always something that goes wrong. I'll play somebody that just knows how to utilize Legendaries very well. Or I just have connection problems. It's the worst. But anyway, this deck only has 2 epic cards. It has 4 rare cards. What is it? Yeah, 4 rare cards, 2 commons, so it should be cards that everyone in the game has, if you're in at least Arena 6. Now this deck has 2 tanky cards, the Giant and the Valkyrie, and the support cards that I like to use with them are the Minion and the Witch. And the Barbarians are just a great card to counter a lot of things, counters P.E.K.K.A.s, Sparky most of the time. And I have the Fireball just to get chip damage and take out a lot of, hordes. Elixir Pump to have an elixir advantage. And the Rage is just the ultimate trump card. Now we're going to hop into a battle here. And now this guy's going to go for a pretty big push, I guess. He's going to drop his skeletons, spare gobs, and regular goblins all at once. And I'm like, oh damn. So I drop my minions to counter that so he doesn't get too much damage off on the tower. And after that push, he's going to bring my tower down to about 1200, which is pretty bad. I use my barbs here to counter, and the barbs are just a great counter for a lot of things. P.E.K.K.A, Hog Rider, you name it. Now, he's going to drop his bomb tower to counter my giant and barbarians, but then I'm going to drop my elixir collector to, just get an elixir advantage while he's, on defense here. And he's going to drop his spare goblins to go ahead and take out my giant, so my giant doesn't even get any hits off on his tower. And I'm going to drop my witch in the back here to just start up a big push. And spare goblins are going to get some damage off my tower. It's going to bring it down to 942, which is pretty bad. He zaps it, and now he's going to get some hits off with his Hog Rider. And I think he's going to take the tower here. Oh, he barely takes it out. So one more hit and I'm done. So this is what I'm talking about with the Rage being my trump card. I have a Valkyrie, I have a giant, I have the witch in the back. And right now, I'm just going to go for a huge push. Boom, take the tower. So now, it's a pretty even trade because he's going to get that tower there, and I'm not even going to worry about it. I'm going to drop my pump here to get just even more elixir here. And right now, it's going to be tough for him to keep up with my elixir advantage. So right now, I'm just waiting to build up an elixir, but then he's going to drop his hogs. So then I'm going to use my barbs to counter the hogs and the goblins and just take all those out in one card with one card here. Now I'm just going to wait until I build up all my elixir until I get to 10. And then I'm going to drop my witch in the back. So then it's going to start spawning skeletons. Then I'm going to follow up my Valkyrie to protect my witch just in case he drops barbs or anything on it. And now I'm going to have my giant here with minions to take out that bomb tower. He's going to drop his minion horde, but I also have my witch to take out that. And now I have my Valkyrie and witch going at the tower, and I dropped my barbarians here, but they split, which is not what I wanted them to do. So then he drops his hog in the middle. I'm going to use my witch to counter that. It's not a good play on his part. And then my witch is like, he's just putting all the stuff that my witch can take out with its splash damage alone. He zaps it and ends up taking out my witch. But now I have a Valkyrie and a giant going at his tower, and then I enrage it with minions. Now, this is going to be a really tough push for him to stop. Now he's just dropping everything he has. It seems like he's panicking. I dropped my fireball to take the stuff out, and hopefully I thought my minions would have survived and got some more damage off. He drops his hog, so then I do the same thing and drop my witch to take it out. And now it's going to be pretty much game over for him. I drop my giant in the middle, and he's going to drop his bomb tower, which is just going to delay my giant a little bit. I'm not even worried about that. I'm going to drop my Valk with a rage. And right now it's going to be really tough for him. He drops his troop in the middle to drag my Valkyrie over to the right side. But it's game over for him. Drops his minion horde, but I'm saving up for my fireball. And the fireball is going to do the trick. Overtime victory. Well played against this Chinese player. And that's going to be the first game of the series. It's actually kind of tough going back and commentating over these gameplays, but hopefully over time I get better. And as always, if you guys enjoyed the video, don't hesitate to drop a like and subscribe for more content. And I'll see you in the next video.